Join me as I dive deep into the history of the Republican Party and challenge myself to uncover the untold stories behind its rise and evolution. The Republican Party is one of the two major political parties in the United States, with a rich and complex history that spans over a century and a half. From its founding in the mid-19th century to its current incarnation, the party has undergone significant transformations, shaping American politics and society in profound ways. Many of us think we know the history of the Republican Party, but the truth is, there are many misconceptions and controversies surrounding its past. For instance, some people believe that the party was founded solely to abolish slavery, while others think it's always been a bastion of conservative values. But the reality is much more nuanced and multifaceted. One of the most enduring myths about the Republican Party is that it was always the party of big business and the wealthy elite. While it's true that the party has historically had close ties to corporate interests, this simplistic narrative overlooks the party's origins as an anti-slavery movement and its early advocacy for social justice. Furthermore, the party's history is often distorted by cherry-picking favorable moments and ignoring inconvenient truths. For example, some historians highlight the party's role in ending Reconstruction and disenfranchising African Americans in the late 19th century, while others gloss over its complicity in perpetuating racial segregation and discrimination. Another misconception is that the Republican Party has always been a monolithic entity, with a uniform set of beliefs and values. In reality, the party has always been a kaleidoscope of factions and interest groups, often at odds with one another. The Republican Party has undergone significant transformations over the years, shaped by key events, figures, and shifts in ideology. One of the most pivotal moments in the party's history was the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, which marked a significant turning point in the struggle against slavery and paved the way for the party's growth as a national force. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the party was influenced by progressive reformers like Theodore Roosevelt and Robert La Follette, who sought to curb corporate power and promote social welfare. During the Great Depression, the party was transformed again by the New Deal policies of Franklin D. Roosevelt, which redefined the role of government in American society. In the post-war era, the party began to shift to the right, influenced by conservative thinkers like William F. Buckley and Barry Goldwater, who championed small government and individual liberty. This ideological shift was cemented by the election of Ronald Reagan in 1980, which marked a major turning point in the party's history. One pivotal moment in the party's history that changed its trajectory or public perception was the 1964 presidential election, in which Barry Goldwater's campaign marked a significant shift to the right and paved the way for the modern conservative movement. The 1964 election also highlighted the party's struggles with racial politics, as Goldwater's opposition to the Civil Rights Act of 1964 alienated many African American voters and led to a decisive electoral defeat. In the aftermath of the 1964 election, the party began to reorient itself around a new set of issues, including law and order, national security, and social conservatism. In many ways, the 1964 election marked a watershed moment in the party's history, signaling a fundamental transformation in its ideology, base, and electoral strategy. In summary, the Republican Party's history is complex, multifaceted, and often misunderstood. By challenging common misconceptions and exploring key events, figures, and shifts in ideology, we can gain a deeper understanding of the party's evolution over time and its significance in American politics. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the real history of the Republican